Think about the last time someone said something about you that stayed. Not a compliment, something that found a crack in you and moved in. Maybe it was a teacher, maybe a parent, maybe just someone online who doesn't know your name, but their words are still there, aren't they? Sitting somewhere inside you, heavy, quiet, waiting. Now imagine if every one of those moments had a real weight. Imagine you had to carry all of that on your back every single day. Where would you even be able to walk? This is an ancient story, but it was written for you. Thousands of years ago, somewhere between the mountains and the sea, there was a village, and in that village lived a young man named Thomas. Thomas was not special, not a king, not a warrior, not chosen by anyone. He was just a young man, trying to be enough. He worked hard. He listened. He tried to do everything right. But no matter what he did, the voices found him. His father, a hard man of few kind words, told him once, "Your brother would have done this better." Thomas was 12. He didn't cry. He just picked up a stone and placed it in the small bag he carried at his side. He didn't know why. It just felt right, like keeping the proof. As the years passed, the bag grew. A merchant turned him away. "You don't have the face of someone people trust," puts a stone in the bag. A girl he loved told him kindly, "You're wonderful, Thomas, just not enough." Another stone, his own reflection on a bad morning. Another stone. Nobody told Thomas to pick these up. Nobody forced him. But something inside him believed, quietly, deeply, that carrying them was what serious people do. That putting them down meant pretending the pain didn't happen. That the weight was proof he cared. So he carried them, and carried them, and carried them. By the time Thomas was a grown man, he moved through life carefully, slowly, never quite standing straight. He had stopped reaching for things, not because he couldn't, but because the bag made everything feel too far away. His friends saw a quiet man. His family saw someone happy with small things. Only Thomas knew the truth. He wasn't happy. He was just tired, the kind of tired that sleep cannot fix. One autumn, a traveler came to the village. Just an old man with a walking stick, a worn cloak, and eyes in no hurry to be anywhere. He sat at the edge of the market and did nothing special. He simply sat and listened, and somehow, people talked to him. Thomas watched this for 3 days before he walked over. The old man glanced at the bag on Thomas's back. "That's a heavy thing to carry on a market day," he said. Thomas looked down. "It's not that heavy." The old man smiled the way only someone with nothing left to prove can smile. "Sit with me a moment." They sat. The old man watched the market. Children running, merchants arguing, old women picking vegetables like it was the most important job in the world. Finally he said, "Tell me, who filled your bag?" Thomas frowned. "What do you mean?" "Every stone in there. Did someone hand it to you? Or did you choose to carry it?" Thomas opened his mouth and stopped. He had never once thought about that. "I want to try something," the old man said. He reached into the bag, slowly, carefully, and pulled out a single stone. "Tell me about this one." "My father. He said my brother would have done better." "How old were you?" 12. "And your father, was he a happy man?" Thomas thought about it for the first time. "No," he said quietly. "He wasn't." The old man placed the stone gently on the ground, not thrown away, just set down. A man in pain passes his pain to the person closest to him. This stone was never about you, Thomas. It was always about him. Thomas looked at the stone on the ground. It looked smaller somehow. They went through the bag together, stone by stone. This one, keep it, not as a wound, as a guide. Carry it in your pocket, not on your back. This one, the man who said you couldn't be trusted. Did he know you, or did he see someone who reminded him of a person he once feared? This one, the woman who chose another. That was not a judgment on your worth. That was just her story, not yours. One by one, the bag grew lighter, and with each stone set down, he felt clean, like a window being slowly wiped clear. At the bottom of the bag, one stone remained. Thomas held it without speaking. The old man waited. "This one I put there myself," Thomas said finally. "Every time I fell short, I decided it meant something permanent about me. I have been telling myself the same story for 20 years, that I am the kind of person things don't work out for." He looked up. "Is that stone mine to keep?" "The stone is real," the old man said. "What you made it mean is not." There is a difference between a scar and a sentence, Thomas. You have been punishing yourself for the simple crime of being human. Thomas stood up, slowly, and then fully. For the first time in years, he stood at his full height, like stepping into sunlight after a long time indoors. "What do I do with the stones I keep?" Thomas asked. The old man placed one small, smooth stone in Thomas's palm. "Keep that one in your pocket, not your bag. A pocket carries what you choose, when you need it. A bag carries everything, whether you need it or not." "Will new stones come?" Thomas asked. "Always. People will judge you, misread you, and sometimes be completely wrong about you. But here's what changes. Not the stones, you. Between the moment a stone arrives and the moment you pick it up, there is a breath. One breath. In that breath lives the question, is this mine? Most of the time, Thomas, the answer is no." He paused, then smiled. "And even when the answer is yes, you are still allowed to learn the lesson without carrying it forever. The river does not hold the rain forever. It moves, it flows, it lets everything pass through. Be the river, Thomas, not the bag." Thomas walked to the river at the edge of the market. He picked up the largest stone, the one his father gave him at 12 years old, and he threw it in. No ceremony, no big moment, just release. The stone hit the water and was gone. And standing there, watching the ripple grow and fade, Thomas understood something for the first time. The river didn't hold the stone. It let it pass through and kept moving. That was the whole lesson. Not strength, not willpower, not positive thinking. Just the choice to keep moving instead of collecting. If this story reached you today, share it with one person carrying too much right now. Because somewhere, someone is sitting with a bag so heavy, they've forgotten what it feels like to stand straight. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next story.